Hello and welcome to Kashmir University's weekly video digest quiz. First, a look at the highlights. Chief Justice of India visits Kashmir University. Parliamentary Standing Committee interacts with the faculty. 3-day national seminar on manuscript sources of Kashmir commences. And ASA organizes 62nd General Orientation course. Now the details of these events with your host Sadaf Khurshid. Chief Justice of India Justice Altamas Kabir visited University of Kashmir. It was for the first time in the history of university that any Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India has visited the campus. In a function organized by Department of Law, Chief Justice of India along with Justice Tirath Singh Thakur and Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir, Justice M.M. Kumar were present. The function was held in the Convocation Complex of the university. Dean, Faculty of Law and Head Department of Law, Professor Farooq Ahmed Mir presented the inaugural remarks.
Your Lordship's visit will open a new chapter of academic partnership between our department and judiciary, not only in our state, but also beyond the borders of our state. It will send a message loud and clear to all the concerned that the Department of Law, University of Kashmir is on the march of excellence. This will open a window of opportunity for our students to be acceptable to and to work with leading law firms of the country.
Vice Chancellor, University of Kashmir, Professor Talat Ahmed, while welcoming the guests, presented a brief profile of university activities.
First time in the history of Kashmir University, the Chief Justice of India is here with us. And we are also proud, sir, to inform you that we had the President of India and the Vice President of India. So the cycle now is completed, at least for this university. And it has happened within 6 months of you coming here.
Chief Justice J&K High Court Justice M.M. Kumar talked about the opportunities in legal profession and the difficulties a law student faces in his career.
For brilliant people, there is no dearth of space. For verbally, it is said that there is always a room at the top. Top is always empty. If you have an eye on the top, certainly you will reach there, but you have to make constant efforts. Third thing which I would like to mention, the art of oratory. A tight-lipped advocate is no asset to the court. An advocate who can talk freely, clearly, and put across the case of his client, that is liked by the court. Short and precise.
Justice Kumar advised students not to take shortcuts as they often lead into trouble.
Don't ever adopt any sharp practices. They also land you in trouble. So, I would close by quoting H.W. Longfellow. I quote, "Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait."
Judge, Supreme Court of India, Justice Tirath Singh Thakur, in his address said that early lawyers would not demand free from the litigant.
He would not say, "नहीं साहब मैं आपका मुकदमा करूँगा 1 लाख रुपए फीस लूँगा." ऐसी बात नहीं करता. He used to be there to ensure justice, to help the man get justice. And it was for the discretion of the litigant, depending on his capacity, कि वो 100 रुपए उसमें डाले, 1 कॉइन डाले, 10 कॉइन डाले, वो उस थैली में वो डाल देता था, वो कभी नहीं कहता था मुझे ये फीस। That was the kind of higher value with which this profession started. So unfortunate that the profession, like many other things, is also getting distorted. The value system is eroding, but then it is up to us to resurrect this, to raise the professional, the ethical base higher.
Justice Thakur said that law professionals are soldiers and pillars of strength who fight against injustice.
It is the rule of law which ensures everything. Peace possible only because of rule of law. Progress possible only because of rule of law. And for rule of law, law and the lawyer are inevitable. You must have the law, which we have in abundance, and you must have lawyers, conscientious lawyers, who will ensure that the rule of law is preserved. You are the soldier in the fight against injustice, and you are our pillars of strength when we talk of rule of law.
In his presidential address, Justice Kabir, while praising Kashmir University Tarana, said,
"Let me commend the author and the singers of the beautiful University Tarana. It was just beautiful. I mean, I was mesmerized hearing it. I was really very impressed by that as well. And I think I should make a mention of it. The words were beautiful, the lyrics were beautiful. The person who wrote it must have been equally beautiful in his thoughts."
Justice Kabir said that professionalism has brought out new challenges to legal education.
Bringing in a certain amount of professionalism resulted in new thinking, resulted in how one could go about bringing in reforms in legal education, bringing in to focus various facets of legal education. The idea first was conceived by Professor Madhav Menon, has many laurels to his credit. But to bring this very a distinct change, what many would call a paradigm shift in the concept of law, was to bring in this 5-year integrated law course. In the sphere of legal education, that was a revolution.
Justice Kabir said that law students from Kashmir will be given opportunity to work in the Supreme Court Judges Panel.
The University of Kashmir, in our panel in the Supreme Court, so that students of this university may also be able to become research assistants and law clerks to our judges there. It is a very rewarding experience to be able to work with the judge of the Supreme Court. You get to know so many things about the law. You get to read briefs not only on one subject, because a judge in the Supreme Court is supposed to know everything.
Speaking about legal education and services, Justice Kabir said there are so many avenues in law to join once a student finishes his study. Professor Muhammad Ayub proposed the vote of thanks. On the occasion, Justice Altamis Kabir also released Kashmir University Law Review. Former alumni of Law Department KU, Justice A.M. Magre and Justice B.L. Bhatt were honored for their elevation as High Court judges. Later, Justice Altamis Kabir inaugurated the Legal Services Clinic at the Department of Law. Here he heard the case of a patient suffering from cancer who had approached the Chief Justice for some financial help. The case was argued by law students. The case was disposed of immediately, and a relief to the tune of Rs 20,000 in the form of a check was given to the patient, besides free education promised to her kids. The case was also referred to Cancer Society of Kashmir with the direction that all possible assistance be provided to the patient. A high-level delegation of Parliamentary Standing Committee comprising of members of Rajya Sabha and senior officials of Ministry of Human Resource Development interacted with staff and faculty of Kashmir University, Central University of Kashmir and other universities of Kashmir. The interaction was held in the Kashmir University campus. The delegation included Chairman Ramachandra Kuntia, Mahadev Singh Khandela, Tarun Vijay, Avinash Rai Khanna, Deshna Parida, Dr. Chakis Dayas and P.K. Bechu. The delegation examined the status of faculty position, infrastructure and funding pattern of university. In his presentation, Vice Chancellor, University of Kashmir, Professor Talat Ahmed said that university is soon going to have the facilities for earthquake monitoring and mountain meteorology. Professor Talat added that for promotion and sustenance of equality, research in the university, various initiatives have been taken to encourage teachers to pursue research at early stage of their career. He said initiatives such as Udan and Himayat have been taken for proper placement and skill development of students. Persian Department organized a 3-day national seminar on manuscript sources of Kashmir. The seminar was sponsored by National Mission for Manuscripts, New Delhi. In his presidential address, Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed said that the best way to understand and know one's culture is to peep into the manuscripts.
We have to know ourselves, and to know ourselves, you have to know your history and you have to know your culture. We also have lots of literature related to Buddhism, which started from Bodh Gaya, from where I come, and then it moved to Ladakh and many parts of the Asia. So definitely, if something can be also seen in this regard during this seminar.
Director NMM, Professor Dipti S. Tripathi, said that languages are important source of existence.
तो जहाँ पर इंसानियत की एग्जिस्टेंस का सवाल उठता है, वहाँ लिटरेचर की बात आती है, और केवल लिटरेचर की ही नहीं, हमारी पूरी पिछले 5000 साल से अधिक की जो नॉलेज बेस, उसको जानने की जरूरत है, ताकि हमें ये एहसास हो सके हम कौन हैं.
Ex-Vice Chancellor, Arabic Persian University of Patna, Professor Sharf Alam, in his keynote address, said that Persian Department of University of Kashmir is one of the best so far as experience goes.
जब जब मैं कश्मीर आता हूँ, शोबा फारसी में आने का इत्तेफाक होता है, बेइंतहा खुशी होती है. हिंदुस्तान ही नहीं, दुनिया की 2-3 दर्जन यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में जाने का मौका मिला है. फारसी डिपार्टमेंट को विजिट करने का मौका मिला है. हिंदुस्तान नहीं बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में शोबा फारसी कश्मीर यूनिवर्सिटी मकाम अव्वल पर है. तलबा की तादाद के लिहाज से, स्पोकन मॉडर्न पर्शियन की तरबियत के लिहाज से भी मकाम अव्वल पर है.
Professor Kamar Ghaffar from Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi, also spoke on the occasion. Earlier head Department of Persian, Professor Saida Ruqayya, said that main aim of the seminar is to explore and study about the undiscovered manuscripts of Arabic, Urdu, Persian and Kashmiri of Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. Jahangir Iqbal conducted the proceedings of the function. The 62nd General Orientation Course in Arts, Literature, Oriental Languages and Humanities commenced in Academic Staff College. Director ASC Professor Farooq Fayaz lauded Vice Chancellor for his support and encouragement.
The support he had put us, he had given us, that in the recent PowerPoint presentation that was presented before the high academic dignitaries of the country at UGC headquarters recently, the efforts those have been put by the Academic Staff College, University of Kashmir, to accomplish all other related academic activities. So we have been given a very highest appreciation there, and I don't believe that it is my effort, it is the efforts of the Honorable Vice Chancellor and the support that the college is getting time and again without any rupture.
In his address, Course Coordinator Dr. Aziz Hajni talked about the importance of these courses for the teaching community.
Nobody is teaching anybody now. It is sharing of ideas and experiences, and it carried forward like that. In modern day world order, we say that even a child knows many things which a teacher does not know. And when you are with teachers, teachers are the best lot in the society. And we should respect their talent, and we should provide them the platform.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed emphasized the need for teaching community to be acquainted with latest tools and gadgets for seeking knowledge.
One has to orient themselves. Because of that, we have these refresher and orientation courses. That if you have done Persian or Arabic or economics, okay, with time you have to orient yourself to become more and more computer savvy, and instead of walking or traveling from your college to here to just get a copy, you can as well go to your computer lab in your college and download the whole thing. Not only your course, you can also give to other friends their course also. Okay, so we are trying to simplify things, but only thing is people have to learn the modern way of doing things.
Singer Wahid Jalani along with other participants also spoke on the occasion.
और यहाँ हम annually 2 दिन का फेस्टिवल करते हैं. जो मैं अपनी बात करूँ, मैं करता हूँ हर साल शिशरंग के टाइटल के तहत. उसमें हम एक दिन पूरा सूफियाना पे बात करते हैं. नए आर्टिस्ट सूफियाना के मैदान की तरफ रागिब कैसे हों उस पर बात करते हैं. उनकी परफॉर्मेंस को अप्रिशिएट करते हैं.
Institute of Foreign Languages organized a welcome and farewell celebration for outgoing students. Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed told students,
all the Kendra Vidyalayas to start with are going to have German language, and they are going to have German teachers. So it is good to do this course, and if possible you should actually repeat so that others can get chance. And similarly many of the other schools, they will be also following the Kendra Vidyalaya. In addition to becoming a German teacher, anybody who can speak German or who knows or who have learned, they have good possibilities to go to Germany and do jobs or teach or study because they are looking for more younger generation and talented people.
Director IFL Professor Bashir Ahmed in his address said that as long as languages exist, there is hope for humanity.
The philosopher Wittgenstein says, the Grenze meiner Sprache ist die Grenze meiner Welt. The boundaries of my world, the language, wherever the language reaches, that is my world, because so there are no limits.
Dean Arts Professor Majid Muzmar, Professor G.M. Bhatt from French, Dr. Irfan Fazli and Mr. Imtiaz Bakshi also spoke on the occasion.
हमारे यहाँ अक्सर ये ट्रेंड रहा है कि हमारे गोल जो हैं बहुत छोटे छोटे होते हैं. लैंग्वेज हमने कई लोगों को देखा है, एक प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी थे हमारे पुराने, उनको 14 ज़बानें आती थी और अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हैं हम कि वो कितने नॉलेजेबल होंगे. मुख्तलिफ ज़बानें, मुख्तलिफ ज़बानों का इल्म, मुख्तलिफ ज़बानों के कल्चर्स, मुख्तलिफ ज़बानों का लिटरेचर उनकी दस्तरस में हो सकता था या हो रहा होगा. Therefore, the more languages you learn, the more acquainted with the world you are.
It's not easy as French and all they say. I mean, it's a very musical language, very soft, sweet to tongue, sweet to ears. But German is a very scientific language, What is the best part of German is the best property of German is that what you speak, you write to the core, Every alphabet is spoken and written, yeah? So it's a scientific language, Everything is answered. It's just like, as they say, it's like Sanskrit, the grammar, everything is answered and you have to go deep into it. The student who's very hardworking and understands the basics very well. So his German is also the same.
That's all for today's episode. Log on to our website emmrckashmir.com to watch all episodes of Quest. Send us your feedback at our email address, which is quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are few words of wisdom. I pray for the day when these walls will be leveled, and the unquit echoes can finally take wing.